So the police arrested two suspects in Gotham, Maria and Mark, because they think that they work for Killer Croc.
Did they question Maria first?
No, they decided they should question Mark. Welcome to the greatest DC Comics show on YouTube. You have found Fanboys Live and the Retro Review, and we're so happy that you're here with us tonight. Welcome. Joined, as usual, our regular panelist, SK. How many subscribers right now?
3,000 or 13,296. I slowed way down. I was doing
we feel really bad for you.
Yeah. I was doing a little over 1,000 a week, and now I'm down to like maybe 75.
Oh, we feel really, really bad for you. No, seriously, congratulations on the success of your channel. That's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. So how was your week? How was VD in the SK Kingdom?
It was great. You know, the family was home, so we just grilled up some steaks and had a nice dinner, and it was a lot of fun.
Very, very nice. I spent Valentine's night talking to AI chat, as you do when you're all alone. And no, it was pretty good, though. Oh, my gosh, our temperatures have warmed up so much. I almost wore a Speedo today. I almost wore a Speedo.
Back in my hometown of Iowa, it was 62.
I know, and that's above.
Yeah.
I know.
Good point. Above zero. Yeah.
I know. That's crazy. But, yeah, it's great to be here. Do any comic hunting this past week? Any looking, buying, browsing?
Always looking. I didn't get a chance to really pick anything up. The only thing I kind of really picked up that's worth mentioning is, Marvel Age. I know it's a DC show, but the cast of the original Toxic Avenger is coming to town.
Yeah.
And I need them to sign something, so I figured this was something pretty cool. So
very nice.
That's pretty awesome. And the guy who played Toxic Avenger, he's never done a convention before.
Oh, wow.
And here he is coming to my backyard, essentially, doing his very first con. So
that's cool. A lot of fun. Yeah. That's awesome. When's that event coming up?
About a month. A little over a month.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's called a Creature Feature Weekend.
Nice.
It's mostly geared towards horror movies, but they...
Like the Fangoria?
Yeah. They did have the one of the original. They still have some cast of the original Children of the Corn that are coming.
Okay,
a classic Midwestern horror movie everyone has to watch.
Yeah,
but that'll be really fun. Big Trouble in Little China people are coming.
Nice.
That's fun. That's a fun, silly movie I never understood growing up. So
well, nice.
It'll be cool to talk to these people.
Yeah. So tonight, I actually have a little bit of disappointing news. So our special guest tonight, Adam Daymares, has taken ill. So he is not able to join us tonight. And we hope that Adam feels better soon, and we look forward to getting him rescheduled on the show tonight. That doesn't mean that we don't have a great show lined up for you tonight, because we do. We're going to save the book that Adam had picked for his retro review, and Tony and I are going to do 2 issues of Detective Comics instead that kind of bookmark the issue, because we'll save that for when Adam can come back on and be our special guest. But first, we want to say hello to those that are in the live chat. Muabunga to Ruby G, the White Tiger, cool, calm, collected. Hope that you've had a nice weekend as well, and thanks for popping in here. Art of Alan Shell is knocking on the screen, seeing if anyone's in there. Are we home? Yeah, we're home.
We're hopefully here.
Yes, and I'll mention this at the end of the show. My comic book editions video that's out right now includes an AOK from Alan. So make sure to check that out if you haven't already. And Alan will be mentioned in next week's video. And SK, you get a mention in next week's video too. So I guess you'll have to tune in to find out, to see what that's about.
Yeah. It's usually a curse.
Yeah, someone's meowing. Gordon is here. Hi, Gordon. How are you doing? He's saying hi to me, and he's saying hi to you.
Hola, Mr. Gordon.
Yeah. Olivia has popped in as well. Olivia, it's great to see you here. So I hope you've had a nice weekend as well. And if you're watching on the Rewind, we appreciate you spending time with us as well. That's awesome. We'll kind of turn our attention over to DC Comics news. And SK, do you remember what DC event comes up every April 18th?
DC event?
Yes, it's a yearly event on April 18th.
I don't recall.
It is Superman Day. One of two Superman days that we have.
Okay.
But this year, DC is putting a twist on it. They are giving Superman Day to Supergirl. And
Supergirl Day.
April 18th will mark the beginning of what they're calling the Summer of Supergirl. And you might remember they did this last year on April 18th and kicked off the Summer of Superman because of the theatrical movie. They're doing the exact same thing with April 18th, but this year, for the very first time ever, it's Supergirl.
Okay.
Yeah,
very
and
cool.
to tie in with that, they are going to drop 2 facsimiles. However, SK, DC, you got to pull this a little bit together more than what you did. Because the 2 facsimiles that they chose for Superman/Supergirl Day are Action Comics #1, the first appearance of Superman, but they do that every year. You know?
Okay.
Every year they put that out as a facsimile. And then the other book that they chose is Action Comics 252, which is Supergirl's first appearance. And you say, all right, that's a cool choice, but they just put that out as a facsimile this past fall. So it hasn't even been out as a facsimile for a full year yet, and they're already re-putting it back out as a facsimile. So
that's bizarre.
I thought we could at least get something else, that hadn't been a facsimile. There's certainly a lot of material to choose from. But with this news, we are also finding out that later in the year, in June, there will be 2 other facsimiles coming out. We don't know specific dates yet, but these 2 facsimiles are tied in with the upcoming Supergirl movie. One of those is Supergirl and the Legion of Superheroes, issue 23, which was originally published back in 2006. And there is the cover for that.
Very cool.
And then we're going to get a Lobo comic book as well. So the Lobo, do we know what it is? Lobo #1 will be coming out as a facsimile as well. Of course, Lobo going to be making an appearance in.
That's the one where it's a face shot and he's got the cigar.
Okay.
Is that, am I wrong? I think that's the cover of #1.
I think it is too. I'll take a look.
Consult my CLZ.
Yeah, it is.
I have it. Yeah.
I just looked. That was originally out in 1990. Well, that's coming out as a facsimile. So
I like it when they do stuff like this to coordinate with movies, because then usually they'll do, like, for example, when Superman came out, they had several movie variants to buy from. And I like that because if I run into that celebrity or have the opportunity to send him for a signing, I'm going to look for that exclusive movie variant so I could send it in. Because if I do that, I don't want some just random Supergirl comic. If I was going to get Millie Alcock to sign it, you know what I mean? I want one with her.
So I guess I'm okay with them releasing both of these in April, even though that they've just been out. And Alan's even saying that, his LCS still has the facsimiles in their back issue bin. But what I wish they would do is at least something in addition that hasn't been out. My pick maybe would be a facsimile of the issue where Superman reveals Supergirl's identity to the world. I think that would be a cool comic book to have a facsimile of. Yeah. Or maybe Supergirl Volume 1, Issue 1. Or Supergirl Volume 2, Issue 1. Any of those I think might be fun as well to put out. So just a little disappointing that there isn't something new coming.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah. Also towards June, they're saying that there will be another, and this is no surprise, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, issue 1, in an artist edition size. So
okay,
that's pretty cool.
I like those. Those are cool.
Yeah. So that's what's lined up. Before we continue on with DC News, Olivia had 2 questions here. Why hasn't Artemis shown up? Not sure yet. I know that. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't show up at some point. I don't want to. Let me say this, okay? I might have seen the inside of the Wonder Woman comic book that's coming out this upcoming week.
Maybe.
And
we don't know.
I might have. And let me say this. There's one thing that you associate with Wonder Woman that is missing throughout her entire appearance in the upcoming issue. That's just what I'm saying. Did you see Wonder Woman's 85th anniversary Barbie doll? I did. I can't wait to get one because it looks pretty awesome. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Yeah. Okay, SK, what do you have for news?
I have one potentially big one.
Tell me.
So there is an actor who has confirmed they are in talks to play an unknown or undisclosed DC role. And
Really?
they didn't disclose what movie. So we don't know where they're coming in. And based off experience, if they're talking to them, today, for example, it's probably going to be a movie or two before we see them.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to take a wild guess about what actor might appear who has never, ever appeared in the DC universe at any point at any time.
Have they appeared in the Marvel universe?
I don't think so. They
Tom
appeared.
Cruise.
They did
That's
appear
a good
in.
guess.
It's a good guess, but this person did appear in an animated thing for Marvel. That's their only comic book thing they've ever done.
Okay, it's not Tom Cruise then.
A hint is they are very popular in the 90s.
YouTube is 90.
YouTube is 90.
Some people get that.
Yeah.
I'll
give you a hint. Here's another hint.
Mm-hmm.
They were not only were they very popular in the 90s, they were very popular on TGIF.
Urkel.
You remember that?
Urkel.
Do you remember? No, not Urkel. No, I know.
That's
I
a
don't
good
even know that
guess.
guy's name. That's a solid guess.
Yeah, Urkel, because he was big on TGIF.
He was.
God, it's not John Stamos, is it?
It is.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay, first of all, since we're mentioning John Stamos, shout out to Kelly Joe, the biggest John Stamos fan that I know. Have mercy.
He is apparently going to appear some capacity. Could just be a voice of a character. Could be in the Flash.
Okay.
We don't know. Could be in an animated like Blue Beetle. You know what I mean? We don't know. Might be a movie. Might be a show. Not sure. But he's in talks to play an unknown, undisclosed role somewhere in James Gunn's verse.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Have mercy.
That would be interesting. I can't see him being a rough and tough guy.
I've seen him play
as
a couple dirty roles, though. He's pretty good at that.
Yeah, I remember him outside of, Full House. He was on an episode of Law and Order.
Mm-hmm.
He was a bad guy on there, and he played. It's really stupid. He played a serial breeder. He had like 70 kids. That was his thing, like 70 kids. But yeah, I could see him being a bad guy.
Imagine Father's Day.
John Stamos is Batman. You know what? Maybe an Alfred. What do you think? Maybe an Alfred?
He couldn't. I think he still looks too young to be Alfred.
And Alfred, I need that calming old British voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. There's some wild guesses. He could be the new Black Mask. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Although I don't think so. Ra's al Ghul? Maybe. I don't think so. There's a lot of stupid guesses. He's not going to be Booster Gold. He could be Vandal Savage. Okay,
Vandal Savage would be good.
That's a solid pick. I could see Vandal Savage.
Whoa!
That'd be cool. Yeah. Simon Stagg from Stagg Industries. He could be Ted Cord.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not Ted Cord. He wouldn't be.
He better not be the voice of Skeets because I wanted that job.
Yeah, right. But there's some pretty fun guesses around here.
Slade's a good guess.
No,
No.
I don't think so. I mean, I said the same thing about Heath Ledger playing Joker, that Heath Ledger was a bad idea, and I got shut up.
Hello to Rod the Rican. How are you doing, Rod?
Sure, how are you? His channel's been picking up lately too.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Rod's awesome.
he definitely is. But yeah, that's my big cool one that I wanted to talk about.
Okay, nice.
Still a lot to be explored. We don't know. Who knows? He could back out of it, so nothing is confirmed. Just kind of fun to talk about.
Yeah, for sure. So, do you remember this famous image?
I do.
Okay. There's going to be a new pinup in the upcoming Superman and Spider-Man as a tribute to this, done by Jorge Jimenez. There you go.
Ah.
Yeah. So some more covers, some variant covers have been released. And we're going to go through and look at those right now. So what do you think of this Jorge Jimenez wraparound?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's good. We have this one.
That's a neat one. I like that one.
Mm-hmm. Got the blank.
All right, that's pretty blank.
There's an homage.
Yeah, look at that.
Like
Where
this
have I
one.
seen that before?
Yeah,
I cannot remember which. I pre-ordered one of them, but I can't recall which one I did.
Okay. This, I believe it's this one. Yes, I'm going to get this one for sure.
Oh, the Adam Hughes Spider-Girl and Supergirl.
Spider-Woman and Supergirl. The only thing that confuses me is Supergirl never wore those shoes. Those were Wonder Woman's Silver Age shoes.
Only people like us would notice that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm definitely getting that cover. Oh, we get the Supermobile and the Spider-Mobile. That's a Doc Shaner cover.
That's so stupid. I do like Doc Shaner though.
Yeah, I knew you did. Looks like we got Toyman in there too, and we got some Doc Ock.
That's pretty funny. I like that one.
Oh, Spider Ham and Crypto.
That's a cool one. Who did that one?
Chrissy Zulo Aminja. I'm sure I slaughtered that, and I apologize.
Which one is that one? Is that the? Oh, there. Okay, I'm looking at it. Yeah, I'm looking at it upside down. Okay.
Yeah, you're right, because when you look at it, you're kind of like you pick out Superman right away. Then you're like, what's that next to him?
Yeah, I thought it was some kind of bird.
Yeah. There's SG and Spider-Girl. SG and SG.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's J. Scott Campbell.
I like J. Scott Campbell.
Superboy and Spider-Boy.
Oh, punk rock.
Yeah. Look at that. Jimmy Olsen and Venom.
Okay, I see which one I picked now. When you come across it, I'll say something.
Okay.
If it's on the list.
And then of course that was the main A cover that we've already looked at.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, which you probably got one that was in a different that we shared before, right?
Yeah, I'll share my screen.
Okay.
I'll pop it up here.
You know, Alan, that's a great question. I don't believe they're in treasury size format. I was hoping it would be, but I don't think it is.
Gosh.
Olivia likes the Supergirl and Spider-Gwen. Okay, that's cool. Hey, Glenn is here, Seeking Superman. How you doing?
How appropriate. So the one that I picked is this logo one.
I like that. Yeah, we showed that last time we were looking at covers, and I like that.
Yeah. So this is, I like this. This was a great thing that my comic shop did to subscribe to Comic Hub. Also, the worst idea of all time for my wallet.
Yes.
Because now I have access to variants that I couldn't get before.
Yes. But you know that's a different book than what we were looking at.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Spider-Man, Superman? Yeah.
Yes, because we were looking at Superman, Spider-Man.
Right.
Which is a different book than Spider-Man, Superman.
I don't think that one's on here. Maybe it is yet. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe not. But yeah, there's a lot of cool things on here. If your LCS ever asks if you want to do this, tell them no, because you like your money.
Yeah, you like your money. Fair enough. Anything else news-wise?
Nope, that's kind of it.
Okay. So Daymares, as I said, unfortunately had to cancel tonight. He's a little bit under the weather, and we're hoping that he's feeling better. We're going to save his pick, which would have been the middle story. But SK and I are going to do and work around this. We're going to do Detective Comics 498 and 499 as the retro review. And you want to pull up the... Oh, you did. So let's start out right now while I'm trying to get my side together. Look at that cover with Solomon Grundy.
Yeah, who did this? This is a nice cover.
Yeah, we have to look that up and see who did
Giordano? Something in Giordano. I don't
Oh,
see.
Dick Giordano.
And
Giordano probably inked it because he was
Yeah.
probably inking at that time.
I don't recognize the other signature on there.
Yeah.
I like it when some artists just write their name for their signature.
Yeah, me too. Sorry, my iPad is just... Oh, I know why now. Yeah, because I'm putting in the wrong title. That's why I'm not getting the right book. Imagine how that happens. So yeah, actually we're doing Batman tonight. 2 Batman issues. And... I'm sorry, SK, can you give me the issue number again?
Yours is 523.
Thank you. 523 is where we're starting with this awesome Solomon Grundy cover, which of course had me very intrigued. 523, huh?
Yeah, speaking of Grundy, I was listening to a very famous podcast about just comic books in general, and they were talking about Solomon Grundy versus the Hulk. I'm like, why is this even a debate?
Yeah.
Hulk would just beat this guy
Hulk
into
smash.
oblivion.
Yep.
Yeah, and then it'd be over before it started.
Yep. Okay, we can proceed now. Oh, Alan says this is bringing back memories. It's one of the first books he bought at a drugstore in the 80s. Yeah, he loves this issue. Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday. So we see this manhole that's just being punched open with a big white fist, and we kind of have an idea, don't we, on who is doing that. Now we cut 3 days later, and Commissioner Gordon is investigating this robbery inside the store. It was a fur store, high end, but they weren't taking the furs. They were taking some of the mannequins, which is odd in itself. Batman shows up to investigate. And, of course, Commissioner Gordon is a little freaked out at first, and Batman says, well, habits are hard to break. And he welcomes him back to the force. You can go on to the next page. And Batman is saying, all of this damage, these crushed mannequins, it looks like the work of a madman more than someone pursuing a vendetta against Mr. Carstairs, who's the owner of the shop. And Batman notices some mold, and he gets very curious. And Mr. Carstairs says, well, I need something for my insurance company. And they're like, Commissioner Gordon's like, you just need to be patient, right, Batman? And he turns, and Batman is gone. And he goes on to say, all these years I've known him, I'm still not used to the way that he comes and goes. Batman, as he's swinging away, thinks to himself how Gordon doesn't really look well. His temporary forced retirement has taken a greater toll than he imagined. He needs to be careful because he doesn't want to lose him. Outside of the municipal asphalt plant, there's a crook who's telling his boss, you ain't going to believe what I saw. I just saw Batman swing by the window. And they're like, Batman, I'm kind of shaking in my boots. You don't think that he knows that we've taken over this asphalt plant. And if we did, our secret weapon over there would fix that Cape Clown's hash if he tried to bust us, right, pal? And there's Grundy over in the corner with a mannequin. And Grundy is tired of this toy. Grundy wants new toys. And they're like, oh, sure, pal, we'll get you some new toys soon. And then all of a sudden a hand reaches out, and it's Croc. We'll later find out, even though he's very much appearing in the shadow form, with his face disguised, that Croc approaches him and says, why are you nervous? You weren't nervous when I first approached you about joining this gang. Something changed while I was off tying up some loose ends in Tampa. And they're like, yeah, we found Grundy, or maybe he found us. It happened 2 days ago when he wandered in, stinking like a sewer, and he was looking for heat from that old furnace. Then last night when we went on a job, he went with us, and it was like having a human bulldozer along. He tossed out the furs and kept the dummies for himself. I've never really seen anything like this. So Croc is saying, well, appearances can be revealing. I think you've gotten in over your head dealing with this. And he's like, well, if you don't like it, Croc, you can take a walk. And he's like, well, I think I just might. I won't wish you luck, Heller. Frankly, you're not worth it. So Grundy is like, my toy is broken, and Grundy wants more toys, or Grundy's going to break you. And they're like, hey, just calm down, put me down. We'll find some for you. We cut over to Wayne Manor outside Gotham City, where Alfred is thinking about how hard that Master Bruce is working. He's working harder than he did when he still controlled Wayne Enterprises. It's like he's pushing himself with overwork as the Batman. He's like, he should be very happy. He's in love with an intelligent, attractive woman. And his friend James Gordon has been reinstated as the commissioner of police. And he and Master Dick have resolved their personal conflict. So he's going down, bringing him some tea and possibly seeing if he wants some food. And Bruce is thanking him for that, but he's using the microscope to research that mold that he picked up. And inside, it shows signs of Suno life, a condition associated with only one creature that he's aware of, something called Solomon Grundy. And Alfred sees that mannequin face, and he's shocked. He's like, well, who did this? And he's like, Grundy did. And his mold is all over that mannequin head. Superman sent me a videotape on Grundy months ago showing how the creature first formed in a Metropolis sewer. And they talk about the old nursery rhyme, Solomon Grundy born on a Monday. And they said, but Grundy's birth was a chemical accident, and his apparent death wasn't as permanent as Superman thought. They know that Grundy's been reborn and found his way through the tri-state sewer system from Metropolis to Gotham. But now that he's here, what does he? And then they're interrupted by a break-in alert at a store. And Alfred goes to turn around, and already he's gone again. So soon after, Batman arrives on the scene at this antique toy exhibit that just opened in this new store. And they see toys thrown and scattered all about. Batman goes in, got his flashlight out. He's investigating. And they're like, well, at the first store, all the valuables were taken. But here these valuables have been destroyed. Why would Grundy's gang let him? And then like, oh, they didn't let him. Doc Heller, a one-time con artist, his neck has been snapped like a dry twig. He and his gang must have gotten in Grundy's way. And then all of a sudden he finds Solomon Grundy, who doesn't like him shining the flashlight in his eyes. And, he warns them to put the light out or he's going to come after him. A battle ensues, and Batman is surprised just how fast and able Grundy is, and Grundy gets some good blows in on Batman. But he decides he's not having fun anymore. It's no fun to play with broken toy. Grundy's cold, so he's going to take his new toys home where it's warm. When Batman regains consciousness, he does see Grundy's footprints smudged with asphalt, which he finds very interesting. We cut over now to a circus that Dick Grayson is attending. Of course, he has ties to the circus in the past. And it's the circus that he used to work for. And there's still some people there that know him, and they were expecting him to show up. It's the Hill Circus, of course, which is associated with Deadman. And he welcomes Dick into the circus. Now we cut back over to Grundy, where he's looking for his toys, but all he finds are rugs, which is what he refers to as the fur coats. But Batman has arrived, and he says, let's do something about it. Come on, Grundy, I'm waiting. And they start round 2 of the battle with Grundy making a promise to smash him like a bug. And Batman's like, I'm kind of glad that I played dead in the toy store because Grundy was frustrated. Now I'm turning his frustration into pure rage by taunting him. And this is overwhelming what little reason Grundy ever possessed. So I have to catch myself calling Grundy him. Grundy is not more alive than an out-of-control bulldozer. So as you see that they continue to fight, and a fire breaks out, which is the fire that Grundy was warming himself with. So what Batman does is takes his coat off and essentially uses it like a matador, egging Grundy on. So Grundy just wants his toys, but this person is making Grundy mad, so he's going to kill him. Then all of a sudden, Grundy realizes something's burning and Batman has disappeared. But he hears something called out from inside the furnace, and when he looks in there, he's like, he sees Batman. He's like, and Batman's saying, come and get me if you can. And Grundy's like, I'm not afraid of fire. I'm not afraid of anything. So he starts to walk into the fire, and Batman was counting on him not being so smart. And next thing you know, Batman watches Grundy kind of incinerate himself. So they think, you know. And outside in the early morning, the air is crisp and sweet with the last faint traces of autumn. And Batman pauses a moment, eyes cast up to the sky, drawn to an ashen smudge across the breaking dawn. And for just a moment, he wonders, and he wonders. And that brings us to the end of this story. Yeah, the 80s Batmobile is pretty cool.
Indeed.
Yeah. Let me go back and see who did, since Alan's asking for credits on the story. Yep, Gene Colan is correct. It is Gene Colan. Cool. So SK, you're going to take over the next issue. So what happened is this story continued in a Batman comic book. And then it went back into this story. But honestly, I don't feel like you're missing out a whole lot from not having read that book. And we're going to save that for the next time that we can reschedule with Adam Daymares so he can cover that.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty cool cover. We start off with a Marvel ad in a DC book.
Yep.
The Spider-Man video game.
Yeah.
On an Atari.
I had it.
I remember playing it. I know plenty of kids that had. It was very confusing for me and my little 8-year-old brain. Mm-hmm. But nonetheless, here we start off with Batman, and he is in a world of trouble as he is in the grips of some sort of squid. It's got him around the neck. We have, let me zoom in here a little bit. See this a little better. Here we go. Yeah. I don't recall this guy's name, but
his name is that he calls himself Squid.
Oh, does he? Okay. Mm-hmm. Someone did refer to him as Squid. I thought,
yep,
because that was like people often refer to Squids as being the new guy, but okay. So here we have Squid. Yeah, and he's got Batman in this big tank, and he's trapped, and there is an escape by Batman. We don't know who this is, this individual here in the cloak, but it is Croc.
Yeah.
And they even mention here that Croc watches, which I thought was pretty interesting. But you never really know it's Croc. But alas, Batman has escaped. Squid finds the ropes, and he sends his goons out on this wild goose chase. And he says, "Hey, Croc, why aren't you with the others? Go find Batman." And Croc kind of tells him politely where he can stick that request. He grabs him, says, "Hey, you got to help me. We had a deal." Oh, his hat came off and said, we get our first look here at the Croc, his face. And he says, "Hey, no one touches Croc. Not even you." And he said, "Okay, just leave, Croc. Just go." As he leaves the warehouse, Batman is watching him from the rooftops. And just kind of watching him walk away. We cut back to to Wayne Manor, where there is a reception. And it says right here, the occasion, a reception for Bruce Wayne's ward, Dick Grayson, or a few friends. That's just funny. Today we don't call someone a ward.
No. And don't you think it's funny that on the Batman TV series in the 60s, Burt Ward played Robin?
Yeah, that's true. I never thought of that. That's pretty wild. Yeah, so they're having a conversation. I mean, everybody's there. Jim Gordon, Barbara Gordon, everybody's here. Anyone who's anyone, in Gotham City is here.
Look at Dick's outfit, though. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but look at Dick's outfit. Isn't that? I mean, that's styling.
That's what? There was a special name for that suit, or that type of that style.
A leisure suit.
Was it a leisure suit?
Was it?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. But I like this guy's turtleneck a little bit better. I don't know why. He looks warm. But yeah, even lots of people are there, including Vicki Vale is there, and she's wanting to talk to Bruce. But keep in mind that Jim Gordon just got reinstated, so in this issue, he's making a lot of mistakes, and he takes his glass of wine, and then he questions himself, like, I never take wine. Like, what am I doing? So he puts it down, and Barbara kind of notices, and she makes sure he's okay. And his excuse was that he was just tired. Um, as soon as Dick Grayson was hoping that Bruce Wayne would show up, he walks through the door, but you could tell that Bruce Wayne was hurting. So they get him inside, and Dick Grayson was like, "Holy cow, did something sting you?" And Alfred chimes in here. He's like, "No, dude, like those are octopus suckers. Like, are you an idiot?" I mean, they're huge welts. They're massive welts all over Batman. And Dick Grayson thought it might have been a bee. I don't know. But anyway, Bruce Wayne tells him he was in an octopus tank or a squid tank, and how he busted loose, that he choked out the octopus and then hit him in the eye with his rope, and that's how he's able to stun the squid so he could escape. And just at that moment, he gets spotted, and then Dick tells Trina that to go wait outside. Meanwhile, we cut back to Squid, and they can't really find Batman. They don't know what to do. We cut to Killer Croc. He's going all around this area, and he finds. It turns out he stashed a gun somewhere, and he's going to shoot Squid. He aims, and he misses, but not by much. So he hits the deck. Batman comes crashing in, and this big epic fight kind of ensues. This is at the Gotham City Aquarium, by the way. So big fight ensues. This dude Squid somehow gets the best of Batman, which I never understood, and then whips out a gun and shoots him. Shoots Batman, but Batman is not dead, obviously. The squid, or not the squid, the guy named Squid gets knocked unconscious here. And then Killer Croc just kind of laughs, or not laughs, but he's like, "Yeah, one shot, like I said, nobody threatens Croc. Goodbye, fat boy." So what he did was he just shot the aquarium containing the squid, and the squid was able to, escape and attack this guy. Meanwhile, we cut back to Bruce Wayne, or Batman, who's just happens to be on scene, which I thought was really funny. And Jim Gordon says, how do you know this stuff? How do you know about Squid? And Batman says, "I've got a witness, Jim. This spent bullet. I found it on the floor near the body. What kind of rifle could punch a hole through that kind of aquarium tank?" And Batman says, "I don't know, Mr. Commissioner. Find that rifle, we'll find Squid's killer. And I have a hunch, Commissioner, that's going to be trouble when it begins." So we know as an audience that Killer Croc did it, but Bruce Wayne and the Gotham Police Department do not.
Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah. So thoughts about these two issues?
It was a lot of fun. I don't read too much Detective Comics, just because I don't feel like starting at issue 900 or something.
Yeah.
And starting. But if I from what I have read a little bit, I like Detective Comics, especially this issue. It was kind of unique. I don't think Batman's gone up against too many squids.
True.
So that was kind of different.
Yeah. I'm always up for a good Solomon Grundy story. Solomon Grundy's always just been a character that I've liked. So I had never read this one before either. So this was fun to
he was really good in the Injustice storyline, the way they use Solomon Grundy. Mm-hmm. It's kind of fun to see him.
Yeah. Yeah. I liked when on the Gotham TV show when they introduced Solomon Grundy. I don't know if you watched that or not.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So remember there when he emerges from the sewer, there was like this group of like homeless people, I think, or whatever it was, but somehow they had like a record player and a record that kept skipping, and it kept skipping Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday, Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday, Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday, and he walks by that and he hears it so much that's how he took his name.
I like that's I don't remember that part.
Yeah.
But I remember the actor who played him. He was a pretty good actor.
I've met him.
Really?
Yes, I have. At a Heroes and Villains event in Chicago a few years back. And I had him sign a Solomon Grundy photo for me.
Very cool.
Yeah. So, good stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, we're going to move on to, usually at this part we do the book show and everything too, but we're going to have some time for some questions and answers after we do the book show in our channel thing too. So anyone who's in the chat right now that has some questions that want some answers, we'll do our best Carol Burnett for you and try to get some. So start throwing those into the chat right now. But SK, talk about your channel, the 13,000 plus subscribers you have, and anything that might be coming up, and then a book show.
Yeah, give me just a second. Let me grab mine. 1 second.
Sounds good.
It's a super surprise.
Meanwhile, while he's doing that, what I'm going to say is if you would like to show us a book show, you can share a cover with us on Instagram. Use the hashtag FanboysLive and the Retro Review. And then you can do an at-home book show with us too.
So since we got some extra time, I'm going to do a different type of book show here.
Okay.
I just got back today, in fact.
Is it a marionette?
Is it what?
Is it a marionette?
No.
Okay.
It is my CBCS order.
Oh, nice.
So we'll take a quick peek inside, which is a great segue to coming up on my channel, the rest of these.
Okay.
I don't know when. I just got it back today. Funny story. So CBCS orders require a signature when they get delivered. So as I was pulling out of the driveway to visit some of my wife's family, get a little bit down the ways, I can see the FedEx truck coming to my house. I'm like, Jesus. So I had to turn around, look like a porch pirate, and follow this FedEx driver all the way to my house. But he said, yeah, you got ID and you know who it's for. So yeah, it's yours. So what
do you know the grades on these?
I do.
Okay.
So there are 5 books in here. So last, I'll give you the honors. Pick a number between 1 and 5.
1.
1.
Yeah, because no one picks 1.
That's
right?
true. That's true. So I see what number 1 is.
Okay.
I'm kind of excited to show you.
So I picked a good one.
You did. A good one, number 1.
Good one. Hey, Super Rest 9000. Hope you're doing well. He just got an awesome AOK from Mr. Gretzky that he shared on his channel too, with some stuff that I had never even seen before. That was really cool. So everyone, check that out.
I'm going to mute this for just a second so I can fight this bubble wrap.
Okay. There's a link for Signature King's channel in the description for this video as well. If for some reason you're not part of that 13,000 that's subscribed to his channel, what you waiting for? He's got good stuff. So go over there and keep the kingdom growing. I'll also mention, I'll go ahead and say it now. Next week on Fanboys Live and the Retro Review, we're going to have Matt from Impressed Comics with us. And he's a first-time guest. So that's really cool to have another first-time guest with us. And Matt is going to do, should I say it or should I, should we hold out? I'm going to say it. Masters of the Universe is going to be our topic next week. I don't even think Signature King knew that.
I didn't. I did not.
No.
But okay, here's number 1 that you chose.
Okay.
It's a good one.
Let's see it.
So here we have.
I see a yellow label.
Yeah. Yep. So it is signed by Joshua Middleton.
Mm-hmm.
I got this signed last year at Baltimore Comic-Con. And when I knew he was going to Baltimore, I was like, I have to get this one. Absolutely have to have it. And here we have a really cool cover. New Champions of Shazam.
Yes. I remember when that came out.
Yeah. Very awesome cover, I might add.
Yes.
Beautiful 9.8.
Yes.
It goes great with the Shazam videos. But I just put one out this week and I get this one back.
Signed by?
Waited. Signed by Joshua Middleton.
Nice. That almost looks like a Jim Lee signature.
It kind of does. It kind of does. So here, looking at some of these other ones, honestly, it doesn't matter which one you would have picked. They would have been awesome. Yeah. It does look like a painting. He does a really good job.
Mm-hmm.
Fire cover indeed. Yeah. They changed some stuff up. Normally you get a black logo on a 9.8, but I guess not. They stopped doing that. So, but yeah, look forward to that. Got some cool signatures I'm getting coming up here, attending a few local cons, but yeah, channel's growing really well. I have no idea what I did because I would have done it again and again and again, but I'll take what I can get. If I get 1 subscriber, I'll take it. If I get 10,000 subscribers, I'll take it.
Yeah,
but
nice.
Yeah. Appreciate everyone who subbed, new and old.
Cool. So for my book show and channel, let's talk about the channel first. My back issue of the week YouTube short that is currently on my channel is one that tied into Valentine's Day. And it was a proposal of Peter Parker to Mary Jane. So it was an Amazing Spider-Man comic book. That's the current back issue of the week that's on the channel. There'll be a new back issue of the week dropping tomorrow, which I'll talk about in just a moment. My comic book editions video that's on my channel right now, I have, it started raining AOKs in 2026. And I have AOKs from Alan Shell, who's in the chat with us. I have an AOK from my friend Andre in Brazil, and an AOK from Silver-Haired Bronze Age Babe. So I share all of those and a few more things in the video that's currently on my channel. So as for what's coming up on my channel, SK, did you know it's Flash February?
I did not know that.
It is. So we're going to do a Flash book tomorrow for the back issue of the week. And I picked a very iconic Flash book to feature for the back issue of the week. And then on Tuesday, I have an update to the Alan Shell AOK that I showed this week in my video. And I have a comic show that I went to. I have a few more pieces of merchandise. Oh, I have an autograph from someone that was on the Batman 1960s TV series. And it's a picture signed of them, personalized to me, in character from their appearance back in the Batman TV show. So I'm going to unbox that in Tuesday's video. So I'm looking forward to that. And that's what's coming up channel-wise. Oh, John's Comics with Friends and I are going to do a live stream for our JLA Avengers tomorrow night at 8 Central, 9 Eastern on his channel. And we're going to kind of do a recap, kind of like a season finale, and then gear up for a new season. So look for that too. So that is what's coming up. As for a book show, we're all friends here, right?
Of course.
Right? Okay. Like all of us in the chat, everyone that's watching, we're all friends, right? Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm going to preface this by saying, recently, 2 months ago, when Absolute Batman 15 came out, it was the first appearance of the Absolute Joker. I thought it was fantastic. One of the best books that I have read in a long time. And then last month's Absolute Batman was a tie-in with Absolute Wonder Woman. And that was really, really good. So what has excited me is the new issue that's coming out this week of Absolute Batman is issue 17. And that's the first appearance of Absolute Poison Ivy. Right?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm hoping that that's going to be as good as these last couple issues were. So for my book show tonight, let me say this.
Very cool.
There it is. I'm going to read it tonight.
Look at you with the hookup.
So... yeah, tonight I'm going to check this out. And like I said, I hope it's as good as the last couple issues have been. I think that's an awesome cover. Poison Ivy is such a great character. I'm very curious to see what they're going to do with her in the Absolute world.
Very nice.
Yeah. So that is my book show. We do have a little bit of time. And we do have some questions. If you guys have some questions, start throwing them in the chat because we're going to knock out a few right now. Do you think going into next level Supergirl will still, or do you think going into next level Supergirl will still be in Justice League Unlimited Comics series? She's still going to be in the Justice League comic series. I would say yes. I think that they're going to, with the motion picture coming out that they're going to maximize as many appearances of her as they can because they're hoping for a successful picture, which will translate to people wanting to find Supergirl in as many comic books as they can. What are your thoughts?
I don't know. I could see her staying in the Justice League, but she's going to be really popular here coming up. Maybe they want to give her a rare opportunity to get some spotlight.
Maybe. I just think she'll be everywhere.
Solo.
Yeah. Masters of the Universe, Star Comics, or no, it's going to be some DC Comics Masters of the Universe next week on Fanboys. By the power of Grayskull, we will have the power. Let's see. Is there any Wonder Woman comic issues that take place on Valentine's Day? Possibly. None that come to mind instantly, but possibly. Will Redwood be in the Absolute Batman? I would say no.
No, but he should be in the movies.
He should. Redwood is awesome. Did you see SK that one-of-a-kind Redwood collectible that Alan sent to me?
Yeah. It's the cup, right?
Yeah. And I love it. It has 3 panels on it, including that awesome panel where she's busting Redwood's arms or his trunks or whatever you would call them. And then the other 2 panels are the panels that I own original art of. So
that's so cool. Yes. Just the fact that he could make that,
I know,
is awesome. I want to make that.
Yeah.
I want to make those.
Could John Stamos be playing Redwood in the DCU? I wouldn't bet money on it.
No, it's a safe bet. He could be.
Olivia is saying that Absolute Batman 18 will debut Absolute Scarecrow. Ooh. I'm telling you, I'm wondering if I don't just have a new monthly series that I'm picking up now because, I mean, this is... I'm just hoping that if this is even half as good as Joker was, this is going to be something.
Do they have Robin yet? Did Robin come out?
I don't think so.
Absolute Robin?
So, no. So, gosh, I might be getting 18 as well. So,
are you not a subscriber to...
I was reading them digitally.
Series? Okay.
But I knew for the Joker one, I wanted to have a hard copy of it because I love the book so much. Oh, wah. I'm in Florida where it's like 70 degrees. I'm so cold. Just kidding. We love you. Jelp. Just a Little Podcast. And you know what I say to Just a Little Podcast? Mice have ears. Mouse Man knows.
Mouse Man knows.
Oh, it's 80. Forgive me.
Oh, excuse me.
I do read Absolute Wonder Woman. I think that's a given. And I have read a little bit of Absolute Superman digitally, but not the whole thing.
Yeah, it's a good read. I read all the Absolutes. I have them all on my pull list.
That's cool. I think that I would love to see a team up like that, like an Absolute Rogues team up. SK, did you read the current Absolute Wonder Woman?
I'm a couple issues behind. I have not. I know the synopsis. You can spoil it for me. I don't care.
Well, it's the introduction of the Absolute Suicide Squad. And it's much different Suicide Squad than you would expect.
Interesting. Okay.
I think it is, Alan. I'm a fan of it.
Do you play? Oh, we lost him. Or he lost me. Either one. But is DCU Online worth it? It's been a long time since I played it, but I absolutely, no pun intended, absolutely. Oh, you're back.
I'm back. I'm sorry. What did you say?
I asked do you play that game?
Oh, I thought he...
Oh, we lost him again.
He meant the DC...
Oh, maybe he's back.
I'm back.
Maybe not. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Yes,
I thought he was referring to DC Online. He meant the comic book. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Never mind.
No, I haven't.
I have. It's good. It's good.
Okay, cool.
They're all good.
And I'm being laughed at by Cookie.
Sitting on the beach.
I'll throw a pineapple at him.
Yeah, right. must be nice.
Any other questions? We still have. We'll go up to 5 minutes from now, but not more than that. In case there's any other questions. Hey,
which era of Captain Marvel Shazam is your favorite? Gosh, I like the 70s, Volume 1. Not that the new stuff is bad. I love the new stuff too, but I've always liked some of the old stuff because my dad, who doesn't do comic books, as a lot of my family, but they remember when that cartoon was on, or the original Shazam live action series. So that's something, and they enjoyed it. So I can talk about that with them. And that came from the 70s. So that's probably my favorite.
Is it ever a goal of yours, if maybe you have one already, but is it ever a goal of yours to get a Golden Age Shazam?
Yes.
Do you have one already?
No. Every time I run into one, they want like $1 billion for it. It seems like.
Yeah.
I like his question. God forbid you have to leave your house and you can only grab one book. What are you grabbing? Oh my gosh. Real Sophie's Choice we got going on here. I'm going to give you a couple different answers because I'm going to break it down a couple different categories. Non-autographed books. If I'm just grabbing a book out of my collection that is not signed, I'm probably going to grab. It's probably going to be Shazam book. Probably my Shazam #1, Volume 1. But if I'm grabbing a signed book, I'm probably going to grab my Starship Troopers book. Probably because it'd be really hard to recreate that. Very hard. Mm-hmm. Now, if I'm grabbing a slabbed book that's not autographed, probably going to grab my, look at here. God, I don't even know. Probably one of my Alien books, Alien or Predator books. Okay. But yeah, a couple different answers. I'd grab your book, Mr. Lasso, that I had you signed, but I'll just be like, hey, here's some money. Sign
another one.
Yeah, sign another one. I loved it. I love the Gerry Ordway run. Power of Shazam. It's funny because that marketing packet that came out during the 90s, they shipped them all to these shops. I have one of those marketing packets that got sent. So I have all the things in it. It's really cool. I love peeking at it. It's awesome. But yeah, Power of Shazam. And plus Gerry Ordway is one of my favorite writers, of all time. So yeah, it's cool. Favorite character, favorite writer. Boom. Love it.
Yep. Yeah, I think a Supergirl Mary Marvel one shot would be fun.
Yeah, I agree. The Shazam family doesn't really get a lot of attention. So instead of, that's a great idea too, Supergirl and Mary Marvel. But what I would do is I would take someone, I'd put Mary Marvel in the Teen Titans, and I would put maybe Darla in I would put Mary Marvel in the Titans. I would put Darla in the Teen Titans. I would just kind of spread some of those characters around, make them a little bit more marketable. Obviously, Shazam would roll to Justice League, but a couple of missed opportunities to bring the Marvel family into the spotlight.
Yeah. I myself am really looking forward, and I'm sure an absolute Black Canary. Tony, with less than a minute to go, any absolute characters that you want to see?
Too many. Absolute Firestorm or Blue Beetle.
Okay. Cool. Those are good choices.
Only because I think Shazam is getting some love somewhere else.
Yeah.
I think he's coming up in one of the Superman titles.
Okay, cool. So thank you guys for the questions tonight. We got a big show. Oh wait, that's what Carol Burnett says. Don't go away. Actually, we are going away. Thank you so much for joining us for tonight's Fanboys Live and the Retro Review. As I said, by the power of Grayskull, I have the power! Masters of the Universe with our first-time guest, Empress Comics, next week. Have yourself a happy, healthy, and successful week. Enjoy the nice weather, and we will see you again, same bat time, same bat channel. Good night for now.